Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks on how to help your makeup last a little bit longer during the summer. It is hot and we are sweaty, so I wanted to share some of my favorite products and also show you some steps that I personally like to take to help everything last a little bit longer and not melt off my face during the day. Let's just skip to the chase, jump right into it, and I hope you guys keep on watching. Okay, first we're going to talk about moisturizer. I normally like to go very rich with my moisturizer just because my skin, again, is so dry. I like a pretty rich, heavy cream. But for the summertime during the day, I'm outside a lot with the kids, so I like to go a little bit lighter, almost like a gel consistency. And one of my favorites is by a brand called Simple. I've mentioned this one before. And this one is their Water Boost Skin Quench Gel. I definitely still feel with this that I get the hydration that I need, but it's a lot more lightweight. It's a gel consistency and it absorbs very fast. Alright, so moisturizer is on, and I'm very quickly going to talk about primer. I don't always wear a primer every day, especially during the summer, just because to me less layers is better. It's the less amount of product to sweat off, but there are some times that I do need a primer. One of my favorites for summertime is by NYX. This is their Hydra Touch Primer. Again, this is more of a gel form, so it's a lot lighter weight and it sits lighter on the skin, so it's not as heavy to sweat off. For me, with foundation for summertime, less is more. I just want something to give me enough coverage to kind of even everything out and take away discolorations, but I don't really like to go super heavy. So I have three favorites that I like to kind of mix and match between during the summer. The first one that I love using is by Bare Minerals. This is their Complexion Rescue BB Cream. It's like a tinted moisturizer, and it also has your SPF 30, so it does give you a little bit of extra sun protection as well. You probably will notice that when I put on my moisturizer, I did use one that does not have SPF. So I do want to address that a little bit because it is very, very important to make sure that you do have sunscreen and have SPF protection on your face every single day, 365 days a year. But the Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer does have SPF 30, so I do have some sun protection if I do end up outside later in the day. This is a skincare product with a tint to it, so you'll get a lot of skincare benefits from it, and it will also be enough to even out your skin tone. This stuff is great for summertime. I love it. My second favorite is Believe It or Not by Wet n Wild. This is actually one of my favorite foundations of all time. This is their Photo Focus Foundation. It is so nice, you guys. So this one's a really great choice for summer. It's very lightweight, but it still gives really good coverage, a little bit more than a BB or a CC cream would, and the price point's wonderful. So again, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And last but not least is the Fit Me Foundation by Maybelline. I use the Dewy and Smooth formula. This one does have SPF of 18, so again, this one will give a little bit of sun protection. And just like the Wet n Wild, this one is very lightweight, but does give enough coverage to even everything out. They also do have a mattifying version, but because I'm dry, I do prefer the Dewy and Smooth. So I think for today, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Wet n Wild. I haven't used it in a couple of weeks, and I love it so much. So let's give it a go. Foundation is on, and we're going to move right along to some concealer. I am going to actually try a new concealer I've never tried before. This is called Liquid Camouflage by Catrice. So it says here that it's a 12-hour waterproof concealer. So that's why I wanted to use it today, because it did say that it was waterproof. Even though it may not be waterproof, hopefully it will be sweat-proof and last a little bit longer throughout the day. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so the concealer went on really nice. I can't wait to wear it for the rest of the day and see how it does and see if it's really waterproof or sweat proof. But yeah, so far I like it a lot, and it had a really nice brightening effect to it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set under the eyes and the entire face. This step is actually really important to make sure that your makeup lasts all day and to help absorb any excess moisture, dewiness, or sweat. I'm gonna use one of my favorites, which I've talked about quite a bit. It is the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I'm gonna use it to set the entire face, and today I am gonna use this to set under my eyes as well. I normally do like to use the Essence Brighten Up powder around my eyes, but because I want to keep everything a little bit lighter and fresh, I'm going to use a loose powder today to set under the eye area so it's not quite as heavy. When you're outside and you're wearing sunglasses, we all get really sweaty around our nose, and you notice that your makeup usually comes off on your sunglasses. Take a little bit of extra setting powder and make sure that you're really setting that area very, very well. The inner corners of your eyes, all on the bridge of your nose. It'll help your makeup to not transfer onto your sunglasses, and it'll also help it to not sweat off so easily. I sometimes like to take a little bit extra on the chin and above the lip. We always get sweaty in those areas too. If you know you're going to be outside in the heat, packing on a little extra layer in these areas will definitely help your makeup stay on a little bit better. We have created our blank canvas, and now we want to go back and add a little bit of color. So for summertime, bronzer, 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 especially if you're super pale like me, I cannot go without bronzer. This one is one of my absolute favorites. I do not use it just during the summer. I use it all year round, but I can't not talk about it. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my gosh, you guys, this stuff smells so good. I'm a smelly person. It's like a coconut, shea buttery. Oh, it's just like a vacation in a compact. I love this stuff. It blends like a dream. It's very smooth. It doesn't grab, and it just gives that very pretty, natural, bronzy glow. It doesn't have an orange or a pinky undertone to it. It's just like a true bronze. There's no glitter or shimmer, but it just gives that healthy glow to the skin. Love, love, love this stuff. You can find it at all the major retailers. I'm not going to do a bunch of eyeshadow and stuff. Again, I'm really trying to keep it as soft and light as possible. But what I am going to do is go back with the butter bronzer and a little eyeshadow brush. And I am going to just lightly dust a little bit of the bronzer right here on my eyelid, just so it's not white from the concealer and the powder. This will just warm up the eyelid. Before I do blush or mascara, I do like to go ahead and set my complexion products with a setting spray. Setting sprays are another key player when it comes to helping your makeup last longer throughout the day and not sweating off the face. They really help to lock in your complexion products, and some brands even have some that are waterproof or oil absorbing, so just finding one that fits what you're looking for. I've been loving the Makeup Revolution, but I flip-flop between that and a couple of other ones. So I am going to go ahead and use this before I go any further with my makeup, just to set my complexion products, lock in that foundation and that powder, and help everything stay a little bit better throughout the day. I'm not going to go too crazy with blush, but I am going to add just a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. Sometimes I just do bronzer and call it a day. This one is by Wet n Wild. Again, this is their Color Icon Mellow Wine Blush. I do use this one quite a bit. It's a really pretty neutral color that goes with everything. The only thing that I do want to point out about mascara is that yes, waterproof is an absolute staple that we have to have during the summer. But I do want you to be careful, because when you do wear it every day, it can dehydrate your lash and make them very brittle and start to break off. So if you are somebody who needs to wear waterproof on a daily basis, just make sure that you're doing something else to keep your lashes hydrated at night when you're taking your mascara off. I am, of course, going to be using my favorite, which is the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I am totally obsessed. I absolutely love this stuff. It is great, and they do have a waterproof formula. All right, all we have left are lips, but at this point, if you're someone who does tend to be a little bit more on the oily side, or you do glisten or sweat a little bit, you can go back and mist your face with a setting spray one more time and just really make sure that you're locking everything in place. For summertime and for lips, I really just love to do a tinted lip balm. It keeps your lips nice and hydrated and moisturized, and it just gives a little bit of wash of color. If I do need it to last a little bit longer throughout the day, I will throw on a lip liner with it, and it just kind of gives the lip balm something to grab onto. Lip gloss is fine, lipstick is fine. It really just depends on your personal preference, but on a day-to-day basis throughout the summer, tinted lip balms are so easy. You can throw them in your bag and just go and touch up as many times as you want throughout the day. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to share some tips and tricks with you on how to help your makeup last a little bit longer throughout the summer, and also share some of my favorite. And if you guys have any special tips or tricks that you like to do that I didn't mention, comment below and let me know. I am also on Facebook and Instagram, so you guys can come hang out with me there. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.